Hi, Amira Alvarez here, founder and CEO of The Unstoppable Woman. And this week, I'm going to be talking to you about getting testimonials for you and your business. So, in one of my groups, the Spirit of Wealth Mastermind and Masterclass, one of my clients was talking in an offhand way about how I'm really good at getting testimonials. And another client was like, yeah, it would be great if you did some teaching on this. So, I'm going to use this week's Facebook videos as the mechanism for sharing how I approach this. So the first thing that you want to know about testimonials is, why it matters. Why does credibility matter? So we could call this testimonial marketing. We could call this credibility marketing. It's an essential part of building a relationship with your potential client. So first, this week, we're going to talk about why it matters. And then in the subsequent videos, I will give you how I do this and some really tactical things and some mindset perspectives on how to approach this and implement a great system for you and your business. Systems. Woo-hoo. Okay. So credibility matters because when people are making a buying decision and they have little or only some experience of working with you, they are, generally speaking, afraid of making a mistake, afraid of spending their money and having some negative outcome. And then they're going to feel bad about making a mistake. I put quotes around it because I don't actually believe that things are mistakes that you need to punish yourself over. They're things that happen that didn't work out the way we expected, but that we can learn from. That's my perspective on it. But most people approach a buying decision and they don't want to make a mistake. They don't want to lose money. And so they're looking for clues about how to go about this and make a good decision for them. So when you put testimonials out there, they can relate to the person and say, oh, that's just like me. And she had this result or he had this result. And they can start seeing themselves in those results. And they know that they're not the first person buying the product or the service, that other people have done it and have had good results. And it builds a level of confidence for them in you and your product or your service. So it builds confidence and it builds trust. Now, it also does a thing for you, which is super, super important. It builds your confidence and your trust, because if you're an entrepreneur, if you're someone who owns their own business and you know that there are good days and there are bad days. Heck, for everyone, even if you don't own your own business, there are good days and there are bad days. And I teach how to mitigate for that, how to hold yourself to a mental standard that allows a higher level of happiness overall, right? Contentedness overall. But there will be things that look like this in your journey as an entrepreneur. And it's really great to be able to go back and see, oh yeah, this person had amazing success and this person had amazing success, and look at what I'm able to contribute to this world. And it builds your own confidence and trust in yourself as well. So that's twofold. It gives people a vision of what it's like to work with you and the confidence to step forward in that buying decision. And then it builds your own confidence on those bad days where you're like all flipped out. You want to have a file that you can turn to and be like, hey, look, I do know what I'm doing. I do get success. My product is amazing, right? Like if you sell widgets, you want to get testimonials and go, look at all of that, because there will always be the person who uses your product and says that it doesn't work. Okay. There always will be. Okay. Because there always will be people like that in the world. No getting around that. So how are you going to keep your vision, your focus on helping the people that what you provide in this world will serve is a good match for them, whether it's a product or a service? And knowing this, keeping your clarity and your confidence around this, it's super important. And having those testimonials to refer to when maybe you lose your focus on that is super helpful. Okay, stay tuned for the rest of the videos that we're putting out this week on credibility marketing or testimonial marketing. I will tell you all my tips and tricks for making that happen for you in your business. And see you then. Okay, take care. Bye. Hello, hello. Amira Alvarez, founder and CEO of the Unstoppable Woman. And today I have the second video in our series on testimonial marketing or credibility marketing. So here's the first tip for you. Ask in the moment for the testimonial. I don't care what medium you are receiving good feedback from your clients in, ask right then and there for the testimonial. This means if someone posts something in one of your groups in Facebook, like, this is amazing, I got so much out of it, blah, 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 like take a screenshot of that so you have it, right? And then ask that person right then and there, can you use this in your marketing? You love to share successes and how this helps. It helps other people really see how this can help them and therefore be served by your product or service. So it's a win-win for everyone. If you're having a conversation with a client and they say something amazing to you in the moment, don't interrupt them, but at the next pause, say, you know what you just said means the world to me. I super appreciate that. Can we turn that into a testimonial? I think it would really help people understand what can happen for them if they also do X, Y, and Z. Everyone wants to help. Most people will be incredibly gracious and willing to help in that moment. If you are on a group coaching call or in a meeting with a ton of other people, or you're working with a contractor or whatever, it doesn't matter. Live conversation on the telephone, via Zoom, in email, in Facebook. It doesn't matter what the format is. Right then and there, ask if they would be willing to help you get the word out. Okay. So the mindset is, I can ask right now. I don't have to wait. Close the gap on time there, guys. Okay. Right now, not later, not afterwards, not 3 days later, but right in that moment when that person is feeling like, wow, this is amazing. Ask then. Okay. Don't ask at the end of the program. Don't ask at the end of the contract. Ask when the person is actually having their breakthrough, actually having the great results from your product or your service. Okay. With that, I'm Amira Alvarez. Rock it out. Be unstoppable. Have an awesome day. Bye. Hello, hello. Amira Alvarez here, founder and CEO of the Unstoppable Woman. And we are talking about testimonials, how to ask for them, how to receive them, how to make it work for you in your business, and why credibility matters. Okay. So the next thing is make it easy. Listen up here. Make it easy for your client or customer to give you a testimonial. Now, this is going to be different in different situations. Sometimes the product or service is only on the web and it's a one-click buy kind of thing. You're going to want to make the testimonial like, did you get a 5-star? Right? Like something super easy, just a button that the person can press. Like when we were asking for reviews for our podcast, by the way, if you're loving the Unstoppable Woman podcast, we would be incredibly grateful for you to give us a 5-star review. If you just do the 5 stars, that's awesome. If you write a few sentences, we will be incredibly grateful to you. Okay, look, I just modeled asking for a testimonial. Reviews are testimonials, okay? They build credibility. So whatever medium you're doing this in, you want it to be easy. So let's say you're in conversation on the phone with one of your clients and they say something amazing and you've taken a few notes there. You might say, can I transcribe, can I paraphrase what you just said and put that in an email to you so you can approve it and see if that works as a testimonial? Because what you just said was freaking amazing. Make it easy for them. Or maybe there's someone who really loves speaking but doesn't love writing. A lot of people are very self-conscious about how to write how to write a testimonial well. They don't quite know how to pull it together. And so you can ask them, you know what, if you just want to ramble in an audio, my team will get it transcribed, we'll edit it, and we'll give it back to you for approval to make sure it speaks to exactly what you want to say. The other thing that I've done that has been incredibly easy and super great for people is at the end of a program. Now, in the previous video, I said ask for the testimonial right when the greatness is happening. I fully believe that. But there are times where, at the end of the program, you're asking for feedback and you're doing a little bit of a survey, which is great. And then you can throw in some testimonial questions, which ask, frame the testimonial. Where were you at the beginning of your program? And what progress did you make? What was the best thing about the program? You're asking questions that frame the answer to get something that would be useful for a testimonial. And then at the end of your survey, you can say, would you be willing to allow us to take your answers and put them in the form of a testimonial that you can approve of after we do that? The languaging on that would need to be massaged a little bit. Came out of my mouth awkwardly, but something like that works really well. So make it easy for people. If you already record phone calls with your clients, you can transcribe what they say, and that's super easy. Okay. Lots of times people will say things in Facebook and I'll say, can I use that? Or would you like to add to it? Right? Like make it easy for them. Also, audio recordings are super great. We use something called, it's either SpeakPipe or PipeSpeak. I can't remember which order it goes in, but people can very easily leave an audio testimonial or question, or we use it for both. That's on our pages on certain programs in on our website, on our podcast, places like that. So if people want to leave a great testimonial for us via an audio clip, because that's easy for them, excellent. We've got it there for them. Okay. So those are a few tips and ideas. Hope you implement them and have an awesome day. Be unstoppable. Rock it out. Bye. Hello. Amira Alvarez here, founder and CEO of the Unstoppable Women. And we are talking about testimonial marketing, credibility marketing, how to create that for yourself, how to implement some tips and tricks around that. So this is a whole series. This is the video number 4. So please go back and find the other 3 and listen to tomorrow's video as well, number 5. So today I want to talk about setting up systems. I am such a lover of systems. Now, I love conceiving of the system, and then I have an amazing team that implements it because that's the way my brain works. That's how I leverage my skill set. And one of the ways that we do this with testimonials is that we have 2 things that we do. One, we have an internal system in our project management software. We use Asana, and we have a flow for what needs to happen when someone gives us a testimonial. And then Wendy on my team I'll just send her this email like, go run with this. Here's this testimonial. And it'll be in some various form that's not necessarily perfect. Maybe it needs to be edited. Maybe we need the photo of the person. Maybe we need the bio or whatever we're doing with it. So I just send it to her and she knows what to do with it. She has a checklist in Asana that says, make sure Steph edits this for flow, and then make sure that the client has approved it. Make sure that we get a great photo of the client, either pull from the website or Facebook. Make sure that the client has approved that photo, right? Like all these little itsy bitsy steps in it. And we have that as a flow. Okay. And then it needs to go into our tracking system, which we use something very low tech. It's just a spreadsheet, but it shows for this program, these are all the testimonials we have. For this program, these are all the testimonials we have. For this program, these are all the testimonials we have. These are our generic ones, right? We have all different types of testimonials and where to find them, and they're all in one place, so that if we need to relaunch something or we need to update a page or something, we have them easily locatable, if that is the correct way of saying it. So create a system for yourself that works for you so that you can track this stuff and you don't lose track of them. I will tell you that, full transparency, I have lost track of so many testimonials over the years because we didn't have a good tracking system, or we had a tracking system that didn't work because of user error. Owning that, right? So you have to hold yourself to higher and higher standards and implement as best you can with where you are right now, and then incrementally and quickly improve until the system really works for you and you've got it dialed in. Okay, with that, rock it out and be unstoppable. Bye. Hello. Amira Alvarez here, founder and CEO of The Unstoppable Woman. And we are talking about testimonial marketing, credibility marketing, and how to go about doing that. This is video 5 in the series, the last one. So listen back to all of the others as you wish. So the last thing I want to say is that video seems to be king or queen these days. Some people love video and some people don't love video. I am someone who very selectively looks at videos. Like when I'm looking at a website and evaluating whether I want to buy a product or service, I actually scan and I read first. If it passes that test, maybe then I'll watch a video, but only if the caption for that video hooks me, right? There has to be something that gets me going. Now, other people watch videos and they love that. That's their main medium. So all the trends in marketing are leading towards video. So you want to get video testimonials. Those are really important. It's one of the things that we do at our Unstoppable Woman Summits. At some point in the summit, usually on day 1, I will say, anyone who's having an amazing time here, if you'd like to sign up to do a video testimonial, it would really help us out and it would really help us get the word out about the summit and what happens for you when you come here. And if you're willing to do that, please sign up over there and we'll get that going for you. Now, when we do this, we have hired excellent videographers so that we can get high quality videos. We want high quality videos. Now, I didn't always have the budget for this. So start where you're at. It makes a difference. I highly recommend it if you can afford it to hire a videographer to do this, set up good lighting. And what we do is we have a person, either the videographer, if we feel comfortable with that person, or someone who's serving as sort of like a director or a producer, asking the person questions and letting them riff a little bit, letting them improv a little bit. We'll edit them later. People don't have to do it in one take. People don't have to do it perfectly. We will edit it later, but we are feeding them questions that get them thinking about their experience so that they're not having to create the wheel on their own. This is part of making it easy for people. Now, the other thing to do with video marketing is to have it be low budget and easy peasy lemon breezy. So if your clients are willing to do a quick video for you on their phone, have them do that. That counts too. It's amazing. You can use that on social. You can use that on your website. It's great. Do not reject that whatsoever. So if you don't have the budget for a videographer and editing and all of that and intros and outros and, we put music to it and we do all sorts of things to it. Just get it done. Okay. Just get it done. And then one of the ways that we use these is we get them transcribed and we'll pull the specific content out of it that we can use as a written testimonial as well for those people who don't like to watch. And then we also put captions on the videos because oftentimes people want to listen, but they want to read because there's other stuff going on in the background or they don't want the audio to go. So get those captions done and get transcriptions done, and you can use it in a variety of places. And you have now leveraged that one experience. Okay, with that, I hope you got a ton out of this series. I'm Amira Alvarez. You can find more of our teaching material at amiraalvarez.com/free stuff. Check it out. We've got lots of good stuff there. And please do check out our podcast at I gave you the wrong URL. Oh my God. TheUnstoppableWoman.com/free stuff is where we need you to go. And then TheUnstoppableWoman.com/listen is the podcast. So check that out. We're also on YouTube, tons of videos there. Have an awesome day. Rock it out. The Unstoppable. Bye.